Today, we're going to talk about insulation. We got this piece in here. If I squish this piece of insulation down, it'll be about 1 inch thick. So probably, if I really want to get really warm, I could probably put maybe 3 bats thick in here. Yeah. Just pack her in there really tight. And no. That's all wrong. It's all wrong, guys. Bad advice. Okay. This is a 2x6 wall. This is insulation made for a 2x6 wall. It's R20. When you put insulation in the wall, don't pack it and squeeze it. Put it in there, nice and gentle. Some people don't like it on their hands. It doesn't bother me. I saw a YouTube video where this lady was up in the attic and she was pulling this insulation out and she started eating it. And her husband was saying, "What in the world are you doing?" But she actually had a container with candy floss in it. Anyways, set it in there. Now once you get that in there, you look at that and you say, yeah, that's nice. Double check it, because every spot you have that you don't insulate properly like that, you're going to get cold coming through there. Just like that. If it's sitting like this, if it's pulled out like this, you don't want that, because once you put your thermal barrier on there, it's going to make a little bump on the wall. And then you put your drywall on and just complications. So just put it in nice and neat and tidy. And that's what it should look like. So, yeah, today I had to run into town. I bought a couple of doors. I'll be putting those in sometime over the next week or two. And had to pick up a few things. I spent probably, an hour and a half on the phone today with my wife. She had the graph paper, and I got the hammer and the tools. And so trying to figure out where to put all our wall plugs and light switches to make everything come together here. We got to put cupboards in, and went and bought some appliances today. Bought a fridge and a stove. I'm basically going to run with a propane stove and electric fridge. Electric fridge, it's going to take probably 2 kilowatts a day to run it, or 1 3/4 kilowatts a day. Today we made, it's just lunchtime now, and I think it made 8.5 kilowatts. And like I said before in one of my other videos, I'm going to be doubling up my panels this summer, and probably my battery bank as well. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. It's about insulation. So, when you buy your insulation, you've got all your different sizes, you got your different widths, your different whatever. Some people think that if you put pink insulation in the walls between rooms or in the ceiling of a basement, that it's going to be a sound barrier. It's not. Pink insulation is not a sound barrier. Pink insulation is basically what it is. It's pink insulation. You need to buy different insulation if you want to have a sound barrier. I went and I renovated the bathroom for a lady a few years ago. She said to me, my bathroom smells and the walls are a little bit moldy. So I said, well, I'll renovate it. We'll tear it all apart. We'll find out what's going on. Well, when you put insulation in, you put this over top of it. Plastic. This is what we call a thermal barrier. What I'm using, I don't know if you can see that, 6 mil. That's what you want. You don't want to use cheap plastic, thin plastic. You don't want to use your insulation bags. You don't want to use garbage bags. You don't want to use bags that you got from the grocery store. You want to use 6 mil plastic. What the problem was with this lady's bathroom, is that she had somebody renovate it for her before I did. And what they did is they put some more insulation in her walls and then put new drywall on. Well, what they did is she had her outside wall that was insulated. Then she had a thermal barrier. And then he tore the drywall off, put 2x3s over top of the outside studs, left the thermal barrier, insulated it again, and put a second thermal barrier. What happens is your thermal barrier, you've got your cold air trying to get in the house. You've got your hot air trying to get outside, and they're meeting. And where they meet is where your thermal barrier is, and that's supposed to cause resistance. Well, if you've got 2 thermal barriers, you got insulation, a thermal barrier, insulation, another thermal barrier, your hot air is going towards that thermal barrier, your cold air is going towards that thermal barrier, they're getting through and they're meeting in the middle, causing condensation and mold to build. So, first of all, you have to have a thermal barrier. And second of all, you don't want 2 thermal barriers, you want 1. Okay. This bag of insulation. Show you how I open them. Opening a bag of insulation. You can tell us how to open a bag of insulation? Yeah, I am. Cut across there. Cut her across there. Now, you try to pull that stuff out. It's not coming out, guys. It's been put in here with a machine. Cut across there. Cut across there. This bag of insulation is laying on the floor. I've made 2 cuts. I made 3 cuts. That's how much insulation was in that bag. That's a lot of insulation. So that's the way I open it anyways. So I've done some insulating. I haven't done a lot. Basically because I didn't know where my wall plugs were all going to go. Now that I know, now I can finish insulating. So I'm going to insulate the ceiling. Basically what I'll do here, I think, is I'm going to unplug this, insulate it all across, make one little tiny hole, pop that wire through, hook her back up. That junction box is just going to sit in the insulation somewhere. That way, if I have to, I can pull that box. I can pull that box out through the hole and replace it if I have to. I've got 6 of these lights, and I bought a box of 12. I'm only going to be using 10. So that's going to give me 2 spare lights. So in case something goes wrong with one of these lights, I've got spares. So yeah, that's the project for today. Wire up some wall plugs, some light switches, and do some insulating. So yeah, looks like I need to have a shave. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. It's a nice day out, so yeah. You guys have a great day, and subscribe to my channel. And hopefully those couple little tips helped you. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Pretty common things, so it's probably nothing new and exciting for anybody. But I just wanted to share with you and to let you know I'm still alive. Anyways, have a great day.